prompt. We can extend it. Okay, this is the output I am getting. Features you can see in the left side, user authentication part. What are the items will be there? So the team wise, backend team is there, front end team, mobile apps are there, mobile teams are there. What are the tasks they should be handling? So only one liner I got the output, but in additionally acceptance criteria, detailed description, everything we can additionally take from AI tool and the estimated hours also. So usually we have to go back to the backend team and then front end team, mobile app team, everyone to get the estimated hours, right? We may not have that much of clarity initially. On the go, whenever we are getting experience with the same domain, we will also be getting know what is the overall estimate of the particular module. But in the initial stage, in the first glance, we will not get it. So if we have a clarity, then we will how much confident you will be getting when going to the customer, and then also going with the team. And also sometimes we have to negotiate with the team for the estimated hours and all. So for everything it will be very helpful. And this part we already mentioned, how we can import these data. Once it is in Excel, we can move to the CSV file and then import it to the Jira or Trello, whatever the tools you are using. So that backlog part also automated. So this is the one. Then let's go to project scheduling and timeline is the another thing what we are doing normally. So for that, one example I would say the Gantt chart preparation. So for the Gantt chart and all, why we are giving this Gantt chart visibility to the customer, it will be more transparent, right? If we are giving, instead of talking about the project status, if everything is in one chart view, it will be easier for our customer to analyze and understand where are we, and then discussing about the project status as well. So uh, here, this automate. For that Gantt chart itself, I think minimum half day is required if we have already a template. If we wanted to implement from the scratch, maybe sometimes we may take around 8 hours also. So here, with the help of AI tool, whatever the complex task, complex project, and whatever it is there, even with the task dependency identification also, we will be getting uh, through AI tool. So this is the prompt I'm using for generating the Gantt chart preparation. So here, if you see, create a Gantt chart in a table format for the e-commerce website. So if I wanted to give more scope details and all, what I have to rewrite is for the following project with the scope, so and so scope, with the and covering period from start date to end date. That is also I'm giving, specifying here in the prompt. And now coming to the in my Gantt chart, I should have some columns, and then how the Gantt chart should be looks like. So that I have to define. So first of all, feature name should be there, and sprint column, like all the sprints should be in a column, and then corresponding status should be written here, and the duration assigned to, and again, it's status of each sprint, that is also required. So this is the result I am getting from. Once I execute that particular Gantt chart prompt, this is what I'm getting from my AI tool. So feature name and start date and date, and this is also how much time we will be taking. We have to see what is the sprint and what is the start date and end date. All these things we have to think and then calculate it using calendar. So all these things within easy steps it is getting, right. So if we are giving one liner, we will not get a proper info. What we have to do is we have to give a scope and then current status as well, so that it makes sense. Otherwise, this is a sample only in progress and all. They are giving just for a table information. What I can do is I can just copy this to Excel, and then I can validate and make it properly for my based on my requirement. That's all. Okay, so we will cover all the questions in the end. I'm just going through all the details first of all. And now coming to the project quality assurance part. So quality assurance part, first of all our QA team will be spending more time on the test case generation part, right? So they basically there are also some many misses we can experience based on their knowledge gap, communication gap will be there. So once we are giving multiple project documentation and all, there are chances of misses. And manually, if we are creating test cases and all, that will be a huge process. They also have to involve, and inconsistency in the bug reporting also there. So sometimes they will not give you the proper steps to reproduce part, and expected result may not be giving. It is because of time issues as well as the knowledge gaps. Many issues are there, and we have to we and resource wise also we need more people to handle complex projects and as well. So if they are creating test cases through AI tool, then they can spend more time on the bug identification processes and all. So otherwise, and I mean, time wise also, it is very difficult to complete within the project within the timeline. So all these are resulting us to save our time and cost as well. Here is the test case generation prompt. So similarly, whatever we have given experience in the previous prompts as well. So similarly, I have built this as well. You are tasked for improving quality assurance process for a complex project system, and then I have mentioned input to refer my scope document in the right side. Similarly, user authentication profile management module scope I have given. So I'm just inserting to refer this scope document. Otherwise, we can attach the scope document. If it is larger part and all, we don't want to include everything within the prompt. We can just mention, refer the attached scope document. Something like that we can mention. And the expected output, test case, how what kind of table it should result, like a column we should define a test id, test case, and description, steps to reproduce expected output, sample input, and severity. These are the common template how it should look like. And similarly, I have mentioned what is test case, and what is how it look like an example we have to give. Then only it will be giving us the proper output. Now coming to the result, like our QA team is implementing test case ID, and then test case, the high level test cases, scenarios, description, steps, expected result, sample input also. Sometimes it is missing, right? So all these are available here, so that their job also, uh, very smoothly they can run if we are using the generative AI here. And similarly, sometimes we can see some of the misses might be there, right? That is what we will be covering with the use of AI tool. And next, their next job is bug reporting. So they will be identifying one bug. Sometimes they will be giving us one-liner information. That is also due to the if we are working on a hectic schedule and all, they may not have that much of time to prepare this much of details. So they will be finding easy way to give one-liner issue. So that is okay. If they can do the one liner, then we can execute all these defects with the generative AI. So here is one of the sample defect I have given, and left side you can see my prompt. Similarly, you are tasked to, or you are, maybe imagine you are a quality assurance engineer. I need to prepare a bug report for the following bug details I will be giving here, defining here, and the output, how my output should be look like. That I am defining here. Similarly, how I am doing the other items as well. This is the output I'm getting. Bug ID, reported by whom, and the date, severity. So this is also if we can automate through Jira or any project management tool or QA tool, if we can integrate with the bulk import option, this is also automated. Okay, so that's all. And then now coming to the risk management. So this one I'm planning, maybe you can just give a try how we can do a risk assessment prompt from the project management scope. So I can also help you. just try to think about a prompt. Maybe one of the volunteer can give me how we can do this. So first of all, we need to set our purpose and provide our input data. Input data, you just think what does required as an input, and define the output format also. Output will be risk register kind of, what are the columns required in risk register that you can imagine. So maybe I will be waiting one
Somebody can
minute.
volunteer.
Yeah. Just give a try. In the next slide, I will be giving you a prompt and the results as well.
Hi, hello,
Hi.
Regina.
Yeah, hi.
Have this started already, or am I in early, or
We have into almost 25 minutes.
so it will start in 25 minutes?
Yeah, it started 25 minutes before.
Oh, it already started 25
Yeah, it
minutes
has
before.
already started.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
any volunteer?
somebody wants to volunteer? We have 63 participants.
Someone give a try. So just we wanted to set our purpose, right? Purpose will be like you are a project manager. You identify the risk and all, and then we need to what we will be giving as an input for identifying the or forecasting our project risk. And output format we all know, right? What is the format of the risk register
Hi,
and all?
Legend, I
Hi.
can try. Bhuvan here.
Yeah, yeah.
I can give
Okay,
a
sure.
shot try. I don't know how good it is,
Mm-hmm.
but
You can
setting
just.
the purpose, yeah,
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
setting the purpose, we can say identify the top five risks in my project based on the scope
Yeah,
statement I have given.
yeah, correct.
For example, that could be
Yeah.
single line purpose. The second one for
Mm-hmm.
input data, we can maybe take from the scope statement itself a few
Yeah,
things. For
you can attach
example,
this.
one example is the customer will tolerate a maximum of 10 bugs
Mm-hmm.
per, say, PI cycle or per, say, sprint cycle. And another one may
Okay.
be uh, the team size needed to deliver the sprint is too small, for example.
Mm-hmm. Examples,
And
yeah.
maybe, for example, just some inputs. And third one is we can say uh, the sensitivity to schedule overrun is higher than the sensitivity for a cost overrun in the project.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we can give. And output
Yeah.
format, we can say create a risk register that contains that lists the risks in order of priority, for example,
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
the following columns. For example, risk ID is one
Yeah.
column. Then you can have the cost of the risk, source of the risk, the impact of the risk, and which part of the parameters or project parameters affects, like schedule, cost, or quality. Then the owner of the risk and the date by which the risk should be addressed. And for example, the RPN, the risk priority number, based on or maybe two columns, one for probability, one for impact, and the one for last one for RPN. And then
Yeah.
we can say the last column based on this priority, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a sample
Yes,
based on
yes.
what.
Yeah, yeah, that is correct only. Let's all give a thumbs up to our friend. So this is accurate only, but I am not. I haven't given that much of information. Like I have input like scope document. I input and then prompt like you mentioned. Just you are a project manager and identify all the risks, something like that. A two-liner info, and then as an output, I mentioned some details like how it should be there, severity, risk, and then mitigation plan. So I made it very simple, but like you mentioned, if you are giving multiple examples, it will be giving the more accurate output. So based on our scenario and our project context, we can modify it any way, any I mean at any type, right? So this is the output I'm getting. Feature wise, risk items, user authentication, what are the potential risk I can assess, and what is the severity. And some one additional column they are giving is AI powered risk analysis, how AI can help with that, and proposed mitigation plan also. So if I'm getting all these details in the initial stage of the project, uh, so the project health will be more good, right? Usually what we are doing is on the go we will be assessing the risk and making a risk register and finding mitigation plan. Instead of that, we can do it ahead. So that is all about risk management. Now coming to the project communication. So usually, how many of you are writing the meeting minutes each and every after every meeting? Uh, as any of one of you writing, like, and when we are having a meeting, multiple meetings we are attending day to day, right? So I don't think everybody is going write all the meeting minutes, and maybe if it is a key meeting or something, we will be writing it, that is sure, but it is taking more time, right, from our end. So we will find other things also, we will prioritize it over the other important items. So this one is a meeting minutes prompt I will be giving you. So the input, you can see what I'm using is a sample transcript. So whenever when we are going for a meeting with Google Meet or Teams, where whatever we are using, with the recording option we will have a transcribe option as well, right? So that I will be using and get the pointers, and after that what I will do is I will give that as an input to my prompt. So extract meeting minutes from the given transcript. That is what I will be giving. As an output, I will be mentioning key discussion attendees and action item also. Maybe we may not be 100% listening to all the meetings, right? So if we are having this kind of prompt, we can generate a key pointers, and then we will not miss any of the pointers from the meeting, whatever the key discussion. Even if we are not available in the meeting, if we have a, instead of gathering information from teammates and all, we can use this and then get all the important information, so that there are no gaps involved in that. And transcribe option is available with all the I think all the tools currently, I think. So that is the other POC. So this is the output I am getting, proper output, like so this discussion is all about website development. So two people are discussing, John and Sam. I've just mentioned two sample names. This is a sample transcript only, and they are discussing about their website development. So key milestone when we should achieve, and then testing environment they discussed, and what are the next step for their development activity, for their plan, and what who are all the attendees and what is their role. Also the action items. So with my prompt, this much of details are resulting. Okay, finally, project documentation part. So this is a key area, right? Every project managers will be having a run book. So how much time we will be spending there? 30 percentage, or maybe 50 percentage, I would say. We have to keep all the documentations ready, right? Even technical document, onboarding related documents, many documents are there. So out of that, I have included only two areas of document. Like initially, we have to define our project scope. So similarly, like we did the prompt, I will have given the intro details and input. So for as an input, I need project scope as well as start and end date of the project and duration of the project as well. So this much of details I have included here. And first of all, I will be getting a scope summary. So scope might be 2 to 3 pages long sometimes, right? We have to go through and analyze it properly. Instead of that, if we have a summarization tool or something, we can easily define the objectives, scope, deliverables, timeline, all the key pointers we will be getting from out of it. And the resource needs, that is also based on our experience. We have to think how many resources are required, or based on the cost we need to define the resource requirements and all. And if the resources are not sufficient, then in mid of the project we need to hire a few people again. So multiple risks are there. um, So this is what I will be getting the first section. Here, example format also I have given. If it is a project manager, they should have experience in project planning, stakeholder management, and business analyst will be doing this so and so things, and UX QA engineer will be doing these many items. So, like all the roles, what is their key responsibilities? I defined here as an example. And part B, you can see project management documents like project setup checklist, charter, and RACA chart. Also, the project plan and timeline and sprint wise plan is required. So only this is very simple, but this is not the one document, right? We have risk register, change request document, and technical architecture. Not architecture level we will be getting here, but just a summarization we will be getting a low level and high level documents. So I've included only this much of five documentations only. Then this is my sample document, user authentication and profile management. Now I have, so this is a very lengthy result. 1 second, I will be giving you sample from my chat GPT directly. I can show you this. So this is the output I am getting from. I mean, when I execute this my prompt, this is what I'm getting: scope summary and resource needs. So if you take an example, project objective, this is what we are developing by taking more 2 to 3 days or 1 week or 2 weeks. How many? I'm not sure. Maybe anyway, 50% of our time will be saved with these kind of tools. And project deliverables, what are the deliverables? Then timeline, that is also written like this here, and resource requirements. This is all we need to. Sometimes we will be ending up with some of the errors and all, right. Our assumptions may not be correct, and this might be maybe we can revise it, but when we are getting the complete data and then revising on top of that will be more easier. Then project setup checklist. So this one, if we are getting these details, then we can just directly write the status. And project charter. So RACI chart, define the requirement. Sometimes we may not keeping these kind of documents, but going forward with the help of AI tools, all documents we should not compromise on with time and all. We should not compromise on any standard documents. So everything we can plan it. Then project timeline, sprint wise plan, and others also we can do similar way. So coming back to the scope, I will be showing you what how we can I mean, for a particular project chart or a setup checklist I am taking. So I just define a purpose inside the particular document. Ensure all prerequisites are met before project initiation. That is the purpose of the setup checklist, right? And then what is the format? A detailed checklist with with items such as stakeholder identification, budget approval, resource allocation, and kickoff meeting scheduling, etc. is required. That is my format. Similarly, project plan also a table with the planned project duration, detailed task duration, start date, end date, dependencies, responsible resources. So whatever the prompts earlier we have used, so I combined everything and then given one insight, so that entire document I can execute and get a result within one click. That is what I did here. Okay, so that is all about project management documents. So far, whatever we covered is about IT projects and all. So, do you think only IT project managers can use this AI tool? No, right? We have many people from construction field, maybe mechanical, electrical, multiple area, pharmacy, pharma sector. Many places project managers are catered through. So they can also utilize this tool with their own use cases. So this is one simple example I can show you. So this is a prompt for construction project managers, how they can optimize their resource allocation and their material cost and everything. So the prompt, starting from here, you are an AI specialist for construction field. blah blah blah. Yeah, just mentioning all the details initially, and then consider the following: fixed labor pool, and then as an input, instead of giving a scope document and all, what will be their input? They have to construct a building, and there will be some budget involved, and then duration also there. And instead of our development, user authentication, profile management, and all, they will have site preparation, foundation of structural work, roofing, and interior work, landscaping. These are their activities or main features they have to complete, right? So that is their key task. And then actionable resources like labors, equipments, and materials they have to refine, and what are the constraints. All these items they have to give as an input, and then see the output. Also, I'm asking to give a visual Gantt chart as an output. So project timeline, yeah. So with this, they can, if these kind of tools are there, then their job and everything will be easier. We are getting all the information ahead, and then we can give a clear clarity when the building works will be completed to our customers. Then there won't be any kind of exceeding expectations, and then they don't want to wait for more, right? And what are the equipments required? And similarly, like how we are handling the project, similarly they are also handling with the different materials and labors. So this is the output I got from AI tool. And Gantt chart also, if you can see, this is a simple visualization of their uh, phases completion, site preparation, and foundation, by when it will be completing. So this is very simply they can communicate with their customer. So, for example, I'm not a construction project manager, right? I can try out something for them. So, with the help of AI tool only, because I don't have any prior knowledge, and even if we are constructing a building, we don't have that much of information from them, right? So that is one thing. So I just included. This is coming to the final. This is the final slide I have included, because just to show this is not only for IT field. This will be useful for whoever is using, whoever is interested in optimizing their work. They can utilize it. Okay, so that's all from my end. Maybe we can go for a Q&A session. Uh, that's
Yes,
all from my
Miss Sarah has a question. Her hands are raised. Sarah Hano? Okay. Okay, so Mr. Himesh had a question. Will you be sharing these materials?
Okay, yeah. So for that, what I will, I have a blog with me. So whatever the prompts you are seeing, everything is available there. I will be sharing that in the chat link. Yeah, I can share it right now.
Okay. Shraddha has a question. Estimated time is also defined by AI.
Estimator, yeah, that is, we can define, but anyway, we cannot trust all the content from AI, right? We have to check. Definitely, we have to check with our team, and then end of the day, they have to do it from their end, right? But
It all
all
depends
these
on the
tools,
inputs that you give.
yeah, that is true. Yeah.
And from Bhuvan, from your experience, which AI engine is better for hardcore project management tasks like the ones you described here? PMI's PM Infinity or ChatGPT?
Yeah, PM Infinity, they are having prompt libraries available, right? But everything, all the items we cannot expect from that. That is also going. Multiple options are there, like risk management. Multiple libraries I can see similar prompts available. But maybe instead of that, or any tool, whatever, if we have a prompt on hand, then whatever the tool you are inputting, then you will be getting it. So everyone may not be using PMI Infinity tool and all, right? But if you are inserting this prompt in PMI Infinity, that will also give you the proper aligned results. So anything you can use.
Shraddha, your question is answered. She will share a link to her blogspot and you can get it from there. Sunish has a question, Lijina. Is it recommendable to work with AI tools like ChatGPT, which may get enhanced, which may get chance to explore in public, uploading official documents or contents, or internal templates from the PO, scope of work, design, etc., with the prompts? How about the security and confidentiality?
Okay. So basically, if we are using reputed AI tools and all, I mean, anyway, PII data I will not suggest to share with any of the tool. So that is you have to discuss with your organization and based on also check the data privacy policies of each tool, whatever you are finalizing. That time we will get a clear idea what are the things they are saving and if there are any encryption is available there. Based on that we can choose, we can take a decision on that.
Shraddha has another question, whether you can do a live demo. I
Yeah,
think
we have done right one demo.
yeah, we have done one
Maybe
live demo.
one, yeah, on the project documentation. So whatever the
Yes.
prompt I have introduced you to, right, that prompt just copy paste and then add your scope document and get the result. I mean, whatever the screenshot I have given, similar result you will be getting. You can try it out. All the prompts are available in that blog, right? You can try it out. And also what you can do is you can connect me on LinkedIn, and then if there are any further pointers are there, feel free to connect me over LinkedIn.
Vimal has asked whether you are using a free version of the ChatGPT or a paid version.
Free version is what I'm using. So even if I'm using it as a this prompt, if I'm executing as a guest user, right, that will be giving me the proper result. This is not a large set of. We are just getting the text information right in a table format, so it will work. If it is image and all, we have to log in and we should be using the paid version. So this is all our symbol text or output we are getting.
So Anita has a question. How can we leverage Gen AI for a physical meeting?
Physical meeting that I haven't explored yet. Maybe we have to think how we can explore. If anybody else is having any idea or anybody else tried, maybe they can volunteer this question. I think some external integration is required, right? Otherwise, it is not possible. We have to.
Yeah, you have to get the inputs somehow.
Yeah, and then output also, if it is required audio format, then text to audio version is there. But anyway, external tools are required. That is my guess. I haven't
Yeah,
tried
but
yet.
I think even in our WebEx, when we are doing the recording, there is an AI assistant which will tabulate all the meeting records. So I think that is possible, but some external input has to be there.
Yeah.
So Sarah has a question. What about the Arabic language? Does it support language also? As I work in Middle East and sometimes language is a challenge.
Yes, yes. I heard in my company, they are working with Japan client and all. They are not that much of English. They are not speaking that much. So that time they used AI tool and then get the translation, and it helped them very much. So for my company, they are using custom tools and all. They are creating their own LLM. Similarly, if your company is allowing, then maybe we can take it to the customer calls and all. Otherwise, there is a security part involved in that, right? So we have
Yeah.
to check before that.
Okay, Amrita has asked whether there is any limitation to the data that we can input to the chat GPT.
Limitation in the sense the lengthwise or the security aspect?
I am not sure. A limitation to the data we can input to GPT. So Amrita,
Okay,
can you
so
clarify this question?
if it is a lengthwise,
To the date.
to the
To the
data.
data.
Okay, data limit, right? There are maybe if we are in maybe 2-page information and all we can copy. If it is more than that, it will be difficult to get an output, proper output from that. But it will be showing us it's beyond the limit we cannot process. Such information we will be getting. Maybe we need to split the scope. Like if we have a 3 to 4 page scope and all, you have to trigger it with the splitter scope. 1 or 2 you can insert and then get the output, copy it. Similarly, that way we can handle.
As you said, Legina, we are also using some parts of the chat GPT for preparing some reports. So as much as information that we provide, the data that we get is more proper.
Mhm.
Okay, so Binish has a question. To what extent are the SQL queries generated by AI genuine for PM reporting aspects?
I didn't get that.
To what extent are the SQL queries generated by AI genuine for the project management reporting aspect?
Yeah, genuine and all right. All the data, whatever the result we are getting from AI, we have to validate. It's all machine intelligence, but we cannot blindly accept anything. We have to use our intelligence and validate it. Then only we can utilize. Otherwise, we will be risking ourselves.
Joe has a question. Joe.
Yeah, actually, thank you, Nijina, for the session. It's very interesting because in the PMI website, I just finished some of these AI trainings, and I think some of the questions that I think the folks had in terms of, how do you transcribe meetings and all that. So I think I'm not sure exactly which training it was. I'm thinking it's practical applications of Gen AI that PMI website has. They use a combination of Make, ChatGPT, and few other tools. If you're using Google Drive, to actually transcribe and get the meeting output in the particular fashion, and it's all very nicely done there. So I thought I just would like to share that with your permission, Regina.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. We will take 2 more questions. So Rajiv has one. What about data security when we use confidential data of clients for prompts?
Yeah, I'm not encouraging to share any confidential data. PI data we will not share, right? We should be very careful handling that. So that is not recommended.
And then Shyam has a question. If we have a paid version, then there is no limit of input data.
Okay.
So
okay. So how much word limit have you tried? Maybe that will answer one of the questions we had right earlier.
Yes, Shyam, can you clarify if you have used a paid version? Can you clarify
Yeah,
how?
so it's not a question, just answer for Amrita. So I'm using a paid version, and there is no limit for the
No
limit.
limits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, great. Okay, any more questions, team? So if not, then we will. Okay. The last question. PMI has its own AI tool. Do you recommend to use that as it has the right model? It is by Abu Saeed.
Yeah, we can use that, right? I mean, not only that, everyone is having their own limitations and advantages. It's our choice, whatever we have to use. So just try it out in different tools, and then how I mean, if you are getting a specific, precise output as you need, you can continue using that. Maybe multiple things will be working. For example, Gemini tool, right? If I am going to get a table information in Gemini, that will be resulting like a BR tabs and all. So it is not giving proper table format. That is why I am using ChatGPT for getting the table information properly. But that is one advantage. But if you are thinking about other detailed information, sometimes other AI apps will be giving you more detailed info. So it's all we can. There are no rules and all, right? Anything we can. Multiple tools are available. Anything we can use based on our need.
So thank you, Lijana. Thanks
Thank you.
for a very informative session. Uh, we would like to apologize to all the members who have joined or registered. There was a small miscommunication from our admin regarding the time in Canada. So we will share all the recordings and the queries, feedbacks, everything with all the registered participants. Now I will hand over to Mr. Joji John, who is our Vice President Marketing, to deliver the vote of thanks. Joji.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Hi, Nishat. Thank you. Thank you, Nishat. Before going into my responsibility of vote of thanks, so let me um, discuss about Whiztalk. If somebody has joined as a new member into this group, so this is a platform where members can come and present their ideas. We are actually conducting this Whiztalk in joint venture with Lakeshore Ontario chapter in Canada. So any member from PMI Kerala chapter or Lakeshore Ontario chapter can come and present their ideas or any new ideas in this platform. Before that, you need to go through some means what you call you have to contact the person you can contact with Nishat. So the scrutining will be there before going into the actual presentation. So anyway, you will be getting a opportunity to present your ideas. That is the important thing. Coming to my responsibility, actually, Lichina, it was a good session, a great session actually. With the questions itself, you can see that there were many questions. Still, I believe we are getting some more questions. So with that itself, you can see that everybody was listening this session very carefully, and their involvement you can watch. So actually, you explained that this idea using a case study. That was the beauty of this session. I really like that. So you went through each and every phases of project management with that case study. In that case, you were able to deliver what you intended to do. So thank you so much for having a great session. I'm expecting more sessions like this in going forward. Thank you so much, Lichina.
Thanks, Ajay.
And yeah, thank you. We MEC from PMI Lakeshore Ontario chapter had given the welcome address. Thank you, MEC, for your time on this. And today's MC was Nishat. Nishat, you are doing this for a long time, so we are thankful for you. Thank you so much for your time. And obviously, all the participants from PMI Kerala chapter as well as PMI Lakeshore Ontario chapter. So thank you so much for your active participation and engagement. Thank you. Over to you, Nishat.
Thank you, Joji. I would request all those who have access to webcam to please come on screen. Like to take a snap of whoever is available. In parallel, I have also put up the PDU claim codes and QR code to update your feedbacks. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. Thanks, Lijana, for this wonderful session. We have a session by Joe coming up soon. The details shall be shared soon. If anybody wants to share their experience, share their knowledge. You can contact any one of the board members from PMI Kerala chapters and Lakeshore Ontario chapter. We are always open to discuss your ideas. As we say, knowledge is not that you have to keep within yourself, you have to share it with others so that it can grow. So thanks everyone. Thanks again for joining. The PDF claim code is on the display. Please note it down. The feedback for QR code is also on display. I'll keep the screen on for a few more minutes. Thank you very much. Yes, we will share the meeting link with to the registered IDs, email IDs.